morning. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. My name is Tiffany Almeida, and I'm with Pretty in Paper Crafts, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And I go live every Sunday to play and craft with you and show you some fun new Stampin' Up! Products. So, first things first. I am a newbie, and I've never been exposed to these little wobblers. These are Action Spring Wobblers. Now on my project sheet in my blog, I have a link to these little guys. So if you want to order some, you can. This package of 48 wobblers was $17.50. That's not including tax. So this is what they look like. And they have a little spring, like so. And on the back side, this is the piece that gets glued down to your project. And on the front side, this is what gets glued to your, whatever it is you're gonna make wiggle, and it just kind of has a spring, okay? So I thought, well, I really wanted to bring these little things to life. And of course, things that have wings should be able to move, right? Of course, I had to revisit our little ladybugs. Now, the little ladybug up here on her wings, she's just fluttering away. And then I love this one down here is like smelling the roses. Like, of course, these aren't roses, but it just looks like she's just smelling the flowers and she's loving it. And let me tell you guys, when Stampin' Up! Just announced that they were releasing these coordinating dies for the ladybug set, I almost lost my mind. So there is not an ounce of fussy cutting on this. This is all dies. And speaking of dies, this coordinating product release that Stampin' Up! Did, now for customers, it's released February 4th, but for demonstrators, we get them early. So you can see there are coordinating dies for different stuff that's in the mini or the celebration catalog. So dies for the ladybugs, dies for the little critters in the mini catalog, the special day dies, sending flower dies, and the nature's thought dies. And that's not all. We have dies for the cake in the celebration catalog. And then this designer series paper is really cool. It coordinates with all of the new punches. So there's an umbrella, a sheet of different umbrellas you can punch out, different tulips and hearts, all in the designer series paper. So this was really cool. I didn't even realize that when I purchased it, but it's so cool. So all of these things you can get as a demonstrator now, or you can get as a customer next month. So of course I had to revisit the ladybugs now that I could cut them out and cut out the flowers. So we're gonna do that today. Let's go ahead and we'll start with the ladybugs project, and then we'll move on to these other two here in a second. This is Melon Mambo for the base. And then I took some of that beautiful poppy paper. I love that green stripe. So I'm gonna be putting the green stripes here on the background. And then I have a piece of Whisper White and some scraps that we're gonna do for the flowers and the ladybugs. So let's talk about those dies, you guys. Oh, that was so cool. I was so happy when they released these. So it has dies for all of the different ladybugs. It has dies for flowers and leaves. It has dies for the big flower that we're gonna use. It even has the little loop-de-loop, you know, like if they're buzzing, if they're flying. I thought that was really cool. I can't wait to use that. I'm not even sure what this is, if it's part of the flower or what. I haven't even like dived into that. But yeah, so there's so many cool dies in this set. It's really awesome. And we're gonna use that today. So first things first, so let's go ahead and stamp what we need to stamp, and then we will color. So we're gonna use this beautiful flower. And we're going to use this happy little ladybug and the ladybug that's flying. Okay, and then we'll do the happy birthday at the end. So I'm using Memento black ink because I'm going to be coloring. And when you're coloring with the Stampin' Blends, you need to use Memento black ink. So for the first, I stamped two of my flowers right directly onto my card. So I just stamped one flower up here in the corner, and I stamped another flower down here in the bottom, kind of like that. And then, oh, I messed up. I'm gonna have to put something there to hide that. Maybe I'll stamp another flower down here in the corner. We'll have to hide my boo-boos. Okay, that kind of hides it. And then we are going to do another flower here that we're going to color and cut out. Okay, and then we have a ladybug. Oh yes, grass too. Grass would have been good. Oh, is it grass? Do you think? Those are little patches of grass? I couldn't figure out what those were. You're probably right. It is grass. Okay, so we've got our little ladybugs, our flowers, and now we're going to color, and this is my favorite part. I love coloring. All right, so the colors that I used are all right here. So for the flowers, since we don't have a Melon Mambo blends, I used Lovely Lipstick, which was really close. It was a really close, good match for it. And so what I did was I took the light Lovely Lipstick and I just did a base coat and do the others. Okay, so then with the dark Lovely Lipstick, we're going to shade around, I'm going to shade the centers, but I'm also going to shade around the edges of the flower petals because there's going to be natural shadows that happen when you have those edges. So just kind of shading like so. And then you take your light and you blend. You blend those edges so that they don't stand out so obvious. And so you leave your ends as the lightest color, and the middle kind of comes out. So we'll do it again here in this center flower. Okay. So then I did my centers in Daffodil Delight. I did a dark Daffodil Delight. And then the stems are in dark Granny Apple Green. There's really not enough stem to do much more detail. And then I'm going to use my corrector. I always have this guy handy just to kind of fix where I went under the lines a little bit. I never have to use my corrector. Just kidding. I always have to use it. So what a pretty flower, and I think it goes really well with that Melon Mambo, doesn't it? The Lovely Lipstick kind of matches with that. Okay, so there's our flower. Now for the ladybugs, what I've been doing, which I like the gray belly instead of the dark black belly. So I do black arms. So this is the light basic black arms and legs, and then the black backside underneath the wings. And then I've been using the dark smoky slate instead of black for the belly, so that it's dark and it can be assumed that it's, you know, dark, but it's not, like, you can't not see the lines and things, the detail. So I'm just kind of taking the light basic black and just tracing the lines a little bit, just kind of the idea of like a shadow. And then I'm taking the dark smoky slate and I'm going to color. I'm going to use the fine tip. And I'm just going to color, and I'm going to blend the dark basic black so that those edges aren't. So just kind of making shadows. She's so cute. And you want to do this blending when the markers are wet. It works better. You don't want to wait for like the layer marker to dry. It's harder to blend that way. And it kind of makes more sense, right? Blending while wet. Okay, so then we've got her little belly. And then we're going to do, I had the, this is the dark real red for her, oh, I'm going to use the fine tip, for her, her backside, her, whatever this is, her shell, wings, I don't know. Okay. Now for their faces, I use Petal Pink, or you could use like a skin tone, but I use the dark Petal Pink for her face. Okay, that's it. That's all the coloring there is. Let me put these markers back. Now what I want to do, I made, believe it or not, I made 20 swaps. last week, and I went through, I think it was 2 or 3 refills of snail. Now I'm out of snail. Excuse me. So when you see me using a bunch of liquid glue, it's because I need to reorder some snail refills. And I need to open up my new bottle of liquid glue because my liquid glue is dying. All right, so all the measurements for these cards is on my blog, are on my blog post in the project sheet. So if you need that, they're over there. If you want my projects sent to you, so you want all the pieces cut and scored and everything ready for you to go, just let me know and place a $35 order on my online store by Friday, and then I will send you these as a thank you gift. You'll get all 3 of my projects from today. You'll even get the little wobblers. Okay, so we're going to cut out the flower. And then if you up your order to $50 this month, I have a free gift, which are the Poppy Elements. And they are so adorable. They're really cool. We used them at the beginning of the year if you want to go back and look. And so that is my free gift to you for placing a $50 order this month. You'll also get my make and takes. Okay. These little ladybugs are so cute. We'll run those through. I started collecting the Stampin' Up! Blends when they came out. Did they come out last year? Or has it been 2 years already? I feel like they've been out for a while, but I've been collecting them, and I have all of them now, which I love them. They make me feel like I can actually color because I couldn't before, and I've had a lot of practice with them. Okay, so here's our flower cutouts and our ladybug cutouts. What I did for the flower, so I did pop these up on dimensionals. I popped the flower up on dimensionals. See if I can fit this. I popped the flower up. And put that here in the corner. Like so. And then I have my little ladybug who likes to stop and smell the flowers. And I just kind of tucked her underneath, but you could put her in the front if you wanted. I'll put her in the front this time. She's so cute. Okay, for Wobbler, here we go. Here's how we put the Wobbler on. And don't worry, I stamped the happy birthday last, so we'll do that again. It was easier to determine where I needed to place it. So I'm peeling off the backing. There's a backing on the flat side. So not the side that has an opening in the center, but the backing of this. And oh, I shouldn't have done that first. But anyways, I'm going to peel all of this off. So I peeled the backing off of the front and backing off the front back. So this side that has the hole is going to go on the back of your image. So just put it, I just stuck it down on the back of my ladybug. And then I'm going to place this ladybug up in the sky. She's flying away from the flowers. And there you go. Just sticks right on down. And now she's a wobbler. A wobbler for life. And then I took the happy birthday. And I put that on a block. And where's our memento black ink? We will stamp happy birthday in between our 2 ladybugs here. Happy birthday! So cute! I am just loving these little... How fun is that? What a fun birthday card to get, right? So cute. All right, so you guys, here are the products as a refresher. And remember, if you place a $35 order, these 3 projects are yours. And if you up it to $50, you get a free celebration item, you get my free gift of the Poppy Elements, and you get my make and takes. Hi, thank you guys so much. Have a fabulous week. We will see you next week for more crafting. And don't forget to go over to the Pretty AF group that Ashley and I just started. She's going to be live on Thursday with more of those birthday bonanza buddies. I can't wait to see what she comes up with. Thank you guys. See you later. Have a great week. Bye-bye.